What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub. Show your boy some love. So, finally, the preseason's over, man. Listen, man. This has been an underwhelming preseason, in my opinion. We've had flashes of greatness. Of course, we haven't had our full roster, or this isn't the Phoenix Suns that we should be judging. But at the end of the day, we put the team out there, so they're fair game to be criticized. I don't like the mentality that, oh man, this is just a preseason, man, it doesn't really matter. I hate that shit, actually, because at the end of the day, every game matters, right? Let me give you an example. When I was in high school, right, I played basketball briefly. My coach used to beg me to play basketball. Please, please, please. He didn't say please, but he was every year from my freshman year up, he wanted me to play basketball. I'm like, why? Y'all already good enough. Y'all don't need me. I was really too big on basketball at the time. But I'm like, man, y'all don't really need me. So finally my senior year, I said, let me give it a try. And my first game was a preseason game against the Western Hills, right? I didn't play the whole game damn near. We getting our ass thrashed, right? We getting stepped on. He put me in the last 4 minutes of the game, right? And I'm coming out there just playing normal. I'm trying to, look, we down like 25 points, and I'm trying to come back with 4 minutes left to go. Right, that's the mentality I had. Like, man, I'm coming back, right? I'm hustling for rebounds. I'm switching, trying to play defense. And the crowd was going crazy. When I went to the free throw line, the crowd went crazy. I'm like, y'all cheering for, this is an away game, mind you. This is not a home game. This is an away game. I'm like, y'all going crazy over that. Like, I hit the free throw, I'm like, what? It took me a long time to realize why they were cheering for me, but it was because I was the only person on the court playing serious. Everybody else was like, oh, it's just a preseason game. We don't really care. They out there throwing alley-oops and trying to do stupid shit, right? And with that mentality, right, Eastern Hills, that's the school I went to, they went from 20-10 the previous year to, I think, like, they were damn well under 500. I know that. They were under 500. I think they was like 11 and something. They won 11 games, right? So with that mentality, they regressed because they didn't take the preseason serious, in my opinion. Every game matters is what I'm basically trying to say, right? When you go into the preseason with the mentality of we can't lose, that spills over into the regular season, right? If you practice, oh, it's just a preseason, we just go through the motions, 9 times out of 10, you go into the season with that, right? So my thing is, I hope the Phoenix Suns, I ain't gonna say I hope because I already know they're not. This game here, even though we lost, they showed me a lot, man. They showed me that they're getting more and more comfortable with their roles. A lot of players are in their correct spots, whereas for the first game, man, it just looked like, man, what the hell are they doing out here, This game here, I seen a better squad, right? In every game, they're getting better and better. So that's why I'm not really in panic mode. That's why I'm not really thrashing anybody, because I wasn't disappointed with anybody I seen out there, right? And the people who didn't play too well, it's all good. Like, they're not going to play too many minutes anyway, right? So there's no need to panic in Phoenix. This idea of, oh, it's just a preseason, these games don't matter. I want to get that out the way right here. Because like I said, every game matters, man. Especially when you're a competitor, right? If you don't really compete and you're, oh man, it's just another game, I'm just playing for fun, then that's one thing. But we need to try to go for championships, right? Forget just getting to the playoffs. We need to go for championships. We have players, we have pieces around us to at least have a legitimate shot for a championship if we adopt that mentality, right? We have a #1 overall pick, right? We got a Hall of Fame point guard, and I would like to say a Hall of Fame 2 guard in the future, right? And Devin Booker. That team should be able to compete for a championship, or at least go on a deep playoff push. But the way we played in the preseason, a lot of people would like to beg to differ. And I can't blame them, At the end of the day, we have to play better. Yes, that first half was great. Yes, it was. But we have to continue that. You have to keep that same energy and maintain that consistency going forward. Period, point blank. We cannot take off any quarters, any games. I don't care if it's the Knicks, the Cavs, whoever. We got to go into every game with that mentality. We're not losing. We're not taking any possessions off. Point blank, period. Hit Man X. That's all I got, though. Hit that comment section. Let me know how you feel about this one.